Actress Susan Sarandon is known for versatile performances in movies like Thelma and Louise, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, and The Client. She won an Academy Award for her role in Dead Man Walking. She's played a number of unforgettable characters over her 5-decade career.
Janet! Brad! Rook! Janet!
Dr. Scott! You're not bringing the mail?
Jesus. Mom, you have to ring the doorbell.
But I've got the key. If you get anywhere near my client again without my permission, I'm going to sue you and the FBI for civil rights violations. I'm going to file an ethics complaint with the state bars in Louisiana and Tennessee, and I'm going to haul your ass into court. Death is breathing down your neck. You're playing your little man on the make game.
Are you threatening me? You'll kill me.
Worse, I'm going to steal this picture right out from under your nose, and you know I can do it. Mom.
Sarandon guest stars in the newest season of Ray Donovan on Showtime, a division of CBS. She portrays Sam Winslow, a powerful studio executive. She hires Ray Donovan, known as the Hollywood Fixer, after being blackmailed.
He wants $2 million in your husband's Oscar.
I hope you're joking.
That's what he said.
I'll pay him the money, but no Oscar.
That could be a problem.
Sam, give him the money, give him the statue. You got plenty of both.
I'm not giving that blackmailing son of a my husband's Oscar.
What you thinking, Ray?
It's not my Oscar.
Tell Tom I'll give him $3 million, no Oscar, and a warning to not trifle with me again. Understood?
Do not trifle with me, understand?
Well, I get to say dirty words. It's so much fun.
Let me just start with this because of those film clips. Where do you put Thelma and Louise in terms of films that you just loved?
Oh, way up there. I had a blast doing that. If only I could have kept one of those cars, I would be perfect. But I think when we did it, we didn't realize it was going to be
a cult.
So life, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was
How
like
many cars
a
did you ruin?
Huh?
How many cars did you ruin?
There were 7 altogether, and one caught on fire almost immediately. He gave 2 to his sons.
Mm-hmm. Why does the film resonate?
I think it's about being authentic. Mm-hmm. It's about don't settle. Mm-hmm. It was funny because I got a lot of mail about the Rocky Horror Show liberating people. Mm-hmm. And then they said, and then when Thelma and Louise came out, they left town. So they're somehow connected over the years.
So what did you look for in terms of role models for this character in Ray Donovan?
Well, actually, you know, there are a lot of women that are now heading studios, but thank God they're not like her.
What is she like?
Well, you know, it's so liberating to play bad guys. It's so liberating to not have the burden of sincerity, and I get to wear jumpsuits all the time. I decided I'm starting a jumpsuit nation.
I know.
And so I was just doing it to have fun. I know Liev. I think he's brilliant. He's an actor that thinks of the whole, you know, not just his part. He thinks as a director, and he does more with fewer words than anybody I've ever worked with in my life. Mm-hmm. And so I thought it would be just fun, you know, and I think that they don't really know in the beginning exactly what they're going to do with you. And they told me what her job was, and I did research, of course, on women and how they got there and everything. But it's not really about that. I think they're both outsiders. I think they have they both share shame in their lives. She's a loner for reasons I can't go into. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have really a family. And so I think it's more about the relationship than her job. Mm-hmm. I can't say what's going to happen, but it's full of twists and turns. And I really just thought it would be fun. And it's turned out we do a lot of attituding in the beginning towards each other. You know, you don't quite know where it's going, but then I actually start to
You seem to be hinting that it's sexual.
No, I'm not. I'm a good listener. I'm not. I never have sex on the first season. You know, I'm not saying that. We'll see what happens. Maybe the second season. I mean, he's busy with so many other people. But I think I'm going to grab him and somewhere deeper than just his genitals. But we'll see. what happens. I think that is left to be. We don't really know. This is what's different than going into a film. You really know where you're ending. We kind of know what's going to happen.
Were you a fan of Ray Donovan before?
Yeah, I don't have a TV, so I had seen it on airplanes.
Right.
And I love the way it was filmed, and it's so twisted, and all the actors are so good. They really have assembled a group of really strong actors. So yeah, I was a fan.
You don't have a TV, but TV has changed everything, though, right? I mean, just shows like this, and
well, there's so many platforms. Certainly for women, there seem to be so many better roles. There always have been soap operas where women were in command of the world, but I think that there's more shows that have these kind of platforms don't have to appeal to this massive demographic that your old-time shows had to, so they can be a little riskier. You saw how many times I'm bleeped just in this tiny little. So I think that that's changed.
That's good.
And
right?
also people can, watch things that they save up and then they binge on watching them all together. You have more control. I don't know. I hadn't watched TV in a long time, and then I saw something that just blew my mind, and I was like, "What? Oh, I've missed."
You missed a lot, actually.
Yeah. So much has been happening. Who knew?
Indeed. But thinking about you, you seem to have started at a place, look at Thelma and Louise in terms that was a movie character, but people identified you with a whole sense of, I'm Susan and I know who I am, and I'm uncompromising, both in your politics and the way your lifestyle. Has that simply gotten even more so as you've gone from decade to decade?
I think that I've always had a need for justice that was inexplicable, that started back in the days, the late 60s and 70s, when you actually saw on television what was going on with Vietnam and with the integration of the South. And I think it became cloudier for people as, news changed, corporations became more important. But I don't think, I think I've always had that, and I have the ability to connect people with information they're not getting. All the characters I play, feel very vulnerable when